Jim, do you have a new building
Do you want to get started with the meeting, Mike, and we can just,
Police building?
Yeah, wait, give
I
them
mean, I went
2
on the access.
seconds.
okay.
It'll be a lot nicer than it was.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just to kind of
John was
check,
in it,
because
like,
I didn't know if you were stuck in traffic.
No?
Did the Christmas Day.
Good.
No, I guess we can't, because we gotta take the roll
You don't
call.
know, because that is horrendous.
Okay,
Yeah, east-west.
I'll set everybody, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. So we'll start off by, good evening. I'm gonna convene the joint meeting of the Committee of Infrastructure and the Police Commissioners. This joint meeting is being held on Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, at 5:30 p.m. in the Automatic Chamber, and duly noticed in 2 places, including the city's websites and according to the requirements of RSA 91-A:2, numeral 2. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Absolutely, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Dahl? Commissioner Craylow? Commissioner Tolner?
Here.
Alderman Thibodeau?
Here.
Alderman Sullivan? Alderman Clee is here. Alderman Dowd?
Present.
And Alderman O'Brien.
Present.
You
I-
have 5 members.
Thank you. So I declare a quorum. We did hear from Alderman Sullivan. He is out of town on business. So also in attendance is Tim Cummings, Administrative Service Director, Tim Lemire, LaValle Basinger, and, they have Lieutenant Joshua Albert.
No,
but,
it's not LaValle Basinger.
We have Captain, not to demote you, yes. Get the name? Yeah. Oh, good, thank you. And also, who else is,
Adam Hunter with Whiting Turner.
okay. You got that?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
Okay, good. All right. Introductory remarks, I really don't have much. Happy to see everybody. And turn it over, do you have anything, Director Cummings?
Mr. Chairman, for the record, Tim Cummings, Director of Administrative Services. You're about to hear a project status update from our project manager, Tim Lemire of GPI. And, Mr. Chairman, I'm pleased to report that the project is still on track and under budget. So with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Lemire.
Yes, Mr. Lemire, please.
Okay, thank you, and getting the slides up right now, and,
I think I am. Hold on.
yeah,
Here.
and do you want me to take that? or
Yes.
Just the mouse?
Use my mouse.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good evening, Mr. Chairman. As Tim mentioned, I'm Tim Lemire with GPI to give the project status update for 9 Riverside. So current updates are we are now about 99% done with any concrete work, and that's mostly around the new garage structure. The structural steel for that is through August. This is numbers through August, 95% complete. So out there now, you'll see the new garage structure is out of the ground, and our roof trusses are all on site now, which is great, and they're starting to work on wall paneling and things like that. And now we are on the interior of the building, focused on some of the security upgrades on the perimeter, and that's about at 60% complete now. So we are moving along quite well with both the exterior stuff in the good weather months, and now working into the interior stuff as we move into the cooler weather. Remaining architect scope, some of this has not changed, but we are now complete with the EV charging stations for the 9 Riverside building. So that is something that now we are done. We have completed with the architect and scoped with the contractor. Whoops. How do I go back? Alderman Clee, can you?
Yep, you got it. Yeah, right click.
Do you want me to do it?
Can you go back 2 slides, if you can? On the-
I got it right
Thank you,
here.
that's good, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. Right now, we have 2 contract actions for the Joint Committee tonight. One of them is owner's change order number 4, and that's for $0 on the contract, and that is to just put into the contract the change notifications from the August meeting, which were 14, 16, and 17, which were to add some lights in the new city data room, some granite curbing, and some small miscellaneous things. So that's what's before you this evening. Also before you this evening is the August pay requisition to Whiting Turner at $166,000, $17.43. So. Okay, overall project cost. And I've made a couple changes to this slide. So right now, the GMP with Whiting Turner has not changed. It's still at $2.3 million. And just over $1 million has been invoiced by Whiting Turner to date for about 47% of their contract. And this is what I've changed in from last month to this month, is now we're getting closer to the 50% mark. I'm just changing how we're displaying some figures. So the authorized project cost is $3.5 million. We're still budgeting about 3.3 through construction. 2.7 or roughly 2.8 million is currently issued in POs, and that includes the POs for soft costs, architectural, materials testing, et cetera. And currently about 1 million's been authorized to be spent, and that includes if the Joint Committee approves what's before you in the August pay invoice to Whiting Turner. And just, you'll notice that $1,063,000 is less than the $1,085,000 up top, and that, the reason I'm saying we spent less than Whiting Turner invoices because we hold retainage for the city at 10%. So Whiting Turner bills us and we withhold some of that. So that's why there's a small discrepancy on what's been spent compared to what Whiting Turner has invoiced. Current project status photos. Adam, I don't know if you want to share some of the.
Sure. So Tim summed up some of the work that's taken place over the last few weeks. And you can see here in the photos that the concrete and structural steel have been substantially complete and prepped for the next phase, which is roof trusses and then followed by metal panels. On the inside of the building, the doors and frames have started arriving, so we have been scheduling with the police department to get those doors installed and to make sure that we maintain the security of the outside perimeter of the building at all times. There are some infills we have to do on the outside of the building that we're scheduling, and then we're continuing to move the data drops or prepare for the data drop outage, which is going to move the NTS data points into the new server racks that are built as part of this project. And then a couple other items coming up in the next month or so. The asphalt top coat, now that the trusses are installed, the heavy trucking is out of the way, so the top coat will be scheduled, and finishing the curb and kind of finishing some of the exterior improvements, and then the security fence is being scheduled. Oh, thank you. That's helpful. And we're going to continue wiring cameras that are on the outside of the building, but obviously the wiring has to make it back into the data room. And that pretty much sums up what we have coming up.
Okay, very good.
Great.
Any questions, members of the committee? Alderman Dow.
Just one thing that just struck me is, once the building's completed, I assume there's going to be stuff moved from a couple different locations. Is the moving in the budget as far as soft costs?
I think we'll have to double check on that. I can't say off the top of my head. We have ample budget to cover if necessary, but I guess I would have to check to see if there was really any things being moved. I'm not aware of anything.
Have any files and file cabinets and,
There'll be some things, I
Desks
think,
and
from
chairs.
firearms training unit and such that may go over, but nothing that,
Nothing substantial.
No.
And I don't think it was in the soft cost, so that's your question, yeah.
So-
But I don't think it's a lot, put it that way.
being moved by the force?
Yeah.
most likely, yes.
And Mr. Chairman, it might be worth noting, originally there was scope to be some work performed in the evidence room, and that was de-scoped as the project went along, and that would have been a major component of any
Right.
moving, especially secure movements, but that's ended up being de-scoped. And I tend to agree, I don't recall there being anything covered in the soft cost, but if there are moves necessary, there's certainly project funding available for it.
Okay, very good. Any other questions? Okay, before we move on, we kind of jumped ahead, so I'll just, step back, so please bear with me for some housekeeping items. Public comment, nobody's here, so we'll move on from that. And approval of the minutes. Alderman Clay.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to approve the minutes of August 13, 2025.
Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. General progress update, I think we just did that, Director Cummings, so we're all set. And we'll go to approval of invoices. Alderman Clay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I motion to approve the August 31st, 2025 Whiting Turner invoice in the amount of $166,017.43.
Okay, any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Clay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I motion to approve the August 20th, 2025 Greenman Peterson Incorporated invoice in the amount of $1,396.40.
Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Alderman Clay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I motion to approve the August 18th, 2025 LaValle Bresinger Architects invoice in the amount of $8,020.17.
Okay, any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And approval of new contract proposals. Alderman Clay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I motion to approve the Whiting Turner Contracting Company other change order number 3 for the change notification 14 and 16-17. Sorry.
Okay, any discussion on that motion?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, if I could?
Yes.
Just one, there's a small typo, I apologize. It's OCO number 4, not number 3 on the agenda. So I just wanted to quickly correct that. And then I want to get ahead of the Dowd question that typically comes about, which I want to make clear that there is dollar amounts associated with these changes, but they are captured in the GMP in other places, whether it's, depending on what it is, it might be an allowance or contingency. So we are not adding to the contract, so it reads as a 0 because we have the monies already available to us.
And I
You
will.
good with that, Alderman
I'm good with
Dowd?
that.
Okay.
And I will amend my motion to say other change order number 4.
Yes. Duly noted. Okay, any other discussion on the motion then, or correction? Seeing none, I'll make the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And we now at general financial overview. We have $3,500,000 that is authorized, $3,318,692.48 budgeted through construction, and $1,063,040.27 in current spending. So I guess referring to what Director Cummings said, we're looking pretty good.
We are, Mr. Chairman, and so on that point, I wanted to just flag for the body that it is our intention to hopefully at the next meeting bring before you a proposal to start the design of the parking lot for the entire campus. So we have always anticipated designing the parking lot with this project at hand here. We held off on actually executing on a contract because this was something that we could hold aside if we ever needed the monies to go somewhere else. But we're getting to a place now where I think everyone feels comfortable in moving forward with this additional element of the project. So I just wanted to make the body aware that that's something that will be coming forward over the next month or the month after, depending on the proposals we receive.
Very good. Any comments? Alderman Thibodeau.
During the presentation, on page page 3, you had briefly talked about the $1,063,040.27, and then compared that to the $1,085,000. Could you explain again
Oh,
what
sure.
that 22 plus thousand?
Yeah.
It's up there.
Oh, great. Thank you. One more slide, I believe.
This one here?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Chairman, if I may explain.
You may.
So, up top, the $1,085,000, yeah, right there, that is what Whiting Turner has invoiced the city to date for the work they're performing. That, by the city standard contract, has a 10% retainage held on it. So down below, all the way at the bottom, the $1,063,000, that would be take away the
Less retainage.
retainage, and then add in the soft cost invoices. And that's why you kind of have a number in between. So, does that
Yep.
help clarify?
Yep, perfect.
Thank you for the explanation. Alderman Dowd.
So just further explanation, when you hold this retainage, you have punch list items at the end, you go through, make sure everything's covered, and once you have substantial completion, you release that money, right?
Mr. Chairman, one correction of that would be the city standard contract. Do we have the standard contract here? I'd have to double check, but I believe we're using the city standard, and I can confirm that, but it would hold 10% retainage when, as you say, punch list is complete, 8% would be released, and then 2% is held for 1 calendar year. And then the contractor's
Yeah.
eligible to receive that final 2% at the end of their warranty.
As long as nothing comes up.
Correct.
That's right.
Hey, very good. Thank you again. Okay, moving on to old and miscellaneous business items. Alderman Dowd, just so the rest of the committee brought something up, and for efficiency purposes, you look around and Merit Committee is in the joint special with the school department, and he came up with the format. So if you have any questions, see what Alderman Dowd has, come and we'll discuss it further at future meetings.
Director
And,
Cummings has a copy of it.
yeah, perhaps we may adopt it in the future, you know?
Yep.
But if you go up individually and talk to Alderman Dowd about it, it gives you the opportunity to singly meet with him, talk and stuff like that, and we don't have to convene a meeting and be in jeopardy there. It's not bad. It's give you a little heads up. Everything's basically on one page that you can really look at. It's pretty good. They have built several schools over there, and they seem to have it, you know, a good process. So maybe we can mirror it.
Mr. Chairman, if I could.
Yes, please.
I am not as familiar with the tool that Alderman Dowd uses, but I am seeing it now. And my first initial blushes is we can absolutely replicate this if that's something the committee would like to see. We should be able to do that without a problem.
All right, so see Alderman Dowd, and when it comes up to a discussion, maybe at the next meeting, we could discuss it, okay, in proper public format, you know. And the next meeting we're going to schedule it for October 8th, 2025, at 6 PM in the Aldermanic Chamber. So, everybody's got that? Please etch it into your calendars.
If I may, Mr.
Yes.
Chairman, I just want to double check and to make sure October 8th, if there's a finance committee meeting, we may want to do it at 5:30 to
No,
give folks enough time, but I'm not sure.
There's not.
Okay, so 6 PM would be great.
We have a potential infrastructure committee on that day
At 7?
at 7, yeah.
Okay. That's great.
Okay. All right. And anything else for the good of the committee? Having nothing. Alderman Clee, do you have a motion?
I certainly do. At this time, I'd like to motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn. One of my favorite. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned at 5:51 PM. Thank you all for coming. Much appreciated.